For many years, people knew the land of big mountains and shiny deserts as Persia. This name, which makes you think of ancient kings and magic carpets, sounded very romantic, but in 1935 something big happened. Persia, the name you read about in history books, officially became Iran. This wasn't just a small change, it was done on purpose. It was like reaching back in time to bring back a very old, proud identity that was truly Iranian. The name Persia came from Parsa, a place in the southwest of this old land. It was the center of the Achaemenid Empire, where Cyrus the Great was born and where Persian power began. But Persia was a name given by outsiders, a name used by Greek and Western writers. For the people who lived there, the name Iran meant much more. It was part of their history, told in their old stories and carried on the wind across the Iranian plateau. Iran came from Uryan, which means land of the Aryans. This word, which is sometimes misunderstood and used wrongly, meant something very different back then. To understand why the name Iran is so important to its people, we need to go back to the 6th century BC when the Achaemenid Empire began. Led by Cyrus the Great, a wise and kind king, the Achaemenid dynasty built a huge empire. It stretched from the Mediterranean Sea all the way to the Indus River. This wasn't just about winning battles, it was about a new culture. Cyrus and kings after him, like Darius I and Xerxes I, created a government that was very smart for its time. They built roads, helped businesses grow, and created a feeling of unity, a shared Persian identity across their large empire. The memory of this empire, its beautiful art, buildings and government, lasted for a very long time and became a big part of the nation's identity. Many years passed, empires came and went, and Persia, once a powerful and grand place, had to deal with a changing world. By the 1900s, the Qajar dynasty, weak and fighting within itself, was replaced by Reza Shah Pahlavi. Reza Shah, a military leader who wanted a modern, independent Iran, knew that names and symbols are important. He knew he needed to create a national identity that could bring his people together. In 1935, he made the big decision to officially change the country's name from Persia to Iran. This wasn't just about changing a name, it was a message. It showed a break from the past and a promise for the future based on Iran's ancient history. Reza Shah wanted his people to be proud, to remember their great past, and to work for a better future. The word Aryan, when talking about Iran, has often been confused and used in the wrong way. A long time ago, Aryan didn't mean anything about race, it was a word about language and culture. It described a group of Indo-Iranian languages and the people who spoke them. But in the 1800s, some European scholars with wrong ideas about race took the word Aryan and changed its meaning. These wrong ideas became very dangerous with the Nazis in Germany, connecting the word Aryan with racism and terrible violence. It's very important to remember that this bad use of Aryan is completely different from what it originally meant in Iran. For Iranians, Aryan is a word about shared culture, a connection to a shared past that goes back thousands of years. It shouldn't be mixed up with the hateful ideas that tried to steal and twist its true meaning.